The most difficult part about being sick is being able to think greater than how you feel. And if you can't think greater than how you feel, then your body is dictating your life. Now, there's nothing wrong with this, but let's just say that a person has mismanaged their energy and mismanaged their emotions and mismanaged their lifestyle for the last 10 years. And ultimately, they developed some type of condition. Well, it was the continuous imbalance that was knocking on the genetic door that finally programmed the gene into sickness. So it took them 10 years to finally create that condition. Then we have to be real here and understand that it's going to take some time to knock on the genetic door and begin to reprogram the gene in a new way. So it's not like you do your meditation 2 days and you expect to be healed. That it's a process and it's a skill, and it requires repetition, and it requires understanding, and requires regrouping and relearning, and requires filling your brain with knowledge, and it requires staying consistent with it to begin to see some effects. And it's just like catching a fish. The moment you hook one, the moment you notice some change in your body, the moment something begins to change, that's all you need. Because once you get that feeling, that sensation, you're going to correlate what you're doing inside of you with the effect that you produce outside of you. And you're going to start doing it with more passion and more sincerity and more absolute certainty. So the cool thing about all of this is that, let's just say you're able to change your brain waves and get beyond your analytical mind because you've been practicing your meditation every single day. And let's say that you reach that elegant moment of the generous present moment, the now, where you forget about your appointments, you forget about your relationships, you forget about all the things you did yesterday. You're so present in the moment that you're not a face any longer, that you're not a body, that you're not an identity, that you don't own anything. You're pure consciousness. That's the moment your consciousness merges with a greater consciousness. And that is the moment when your conscious mind begins to merge with your subconscious mind, that you're in the operating system where true change can take place. So if you're practicing overcoming your body every single day in a meditation and you're sick, then when you sit down in your meditation, you should be able to get beyond your awareness of being a body. And if you're able to do that, then your body is no longer the mind, and you can begin to work with your body and recondition it to a new mind. If you don't have the ability to get beyond your body in a meditation, then you're your body trying to change your body. You're matter trying to change matter, and it produces very slow effects over time. Now, it will produce some effects, but it's going to take some time. So then if you're practicing your ability to regulate and change your brainwaves and get beyond your body, get beyond your identity, get beyond space and time. If you do that really well, when it comes time for you to heal your body and you have the ability to get beyond your body, no matter how sick it is, every time you get beyond your body, you are consciousness with a certain energy instructing your body, not from the body, but from an epiphenomenological place, which is greater than your body. So I think that, again, to demystify the process, it requires some training. When people start getting to that point where they get beyond themselves, that's when the magic happens over and over again. So yeah, in the beginning, it's going to be difficult because you're in a body, and then you start doing the meditations, and then you look to see, am I any better? The moment you start looking to see if you're better, you've just returned back to the old self. The new self would never look to see if it was better. It's already staying in that state. So it's a process. It's a process of development. It's a process of action. It's a process of awareness. It's a process. It takes time. But we've seen it so many times now that I can say now it's becoming a law.